Since the dawn of our species, we have accepted a single, unbreakable contract with the universe. You are born, you decay, and you die. We have written poems to romanticize it. We have built religions to cope with it. We treat death as a fundamental law of physics. But what if we are entirely, catastrophically wrong? In the hidden laboratories of Silicon Valley, a quiet rebellion is taking place. The billionaires, the biohackers, the elite engineers of our era have stopped looking at aging as a natural process. To them, the human body is just meatware. And aging? Aging is not a law of thermodynamics. It is a software bug, a genetic glitch. If aging is a disease, then by definition, it can be cured. We are no longer trying to gracefully manage our decline. We are learning how to rewrite the source code of life. Welcome to the Immortality Protocol. You are about to discover how we will hack the biological clock and why the first human being to live to be 1,000 years old might already be alive. To hack a system, you must first understand its fail-safes. In 1961, an anatomist named Leonard Hayflick discovered a terrifying hard-coded limit within our biology. He noticed that a human cell could not divide forever. It could only replicate about 50 times before it simply stopped. This is the Hayflick Limit. It is the biological kill switch. But why does it happen? The answer lies at the very ends of your chromosomes. These are telomeres. Every time your cells divide to repair your skin, heal a wound, or keep your heart beating, a tiny piece of this telomere is sliced off. It is a biological countdown timer, a fuse burning down to the detonator. When the telomeres become too short, the cell realizes its DNA is in danger of unraveling. So it executes an emergency protocol. It stops dividing. But it doesn't die. It enters a state called cellular senescence. In the biohacking community, we call them zombie cells. They sit in your tissue, refusing to die, and begin secreting inflammatory toxins that damage the healthy cells around them. This is what you experience as aging. Wrinkled skin, failing joints, Alzheimer's. It is the accumulation of biological rust. For decades, we thought this was inevitable, until we started developing senolytics, targeted molecular assassins designed to hunt down and terminate these zombie cells, flushing the rust from the machine. But destroying the old is only half the battle. To truly achieve immortality, we have to teach the body how to build the new. We had to find the reset button. Think of your DNA as digital information burned onto a compact disc. When you are born, the disc is pristine. A skin cell knows it's a skin cell. A neuron knows it's a neuron. But over time, radiation, toxins, and simple replication errors cause scratches on the disc. This is the epigenome, the system that reads your DNA. As it gets scratched and corrupted, the cells forget what they are supposed to do. The information isn't lost, it's just unreadable. This is the information theory of aging. In 2006, a scientist named Shinya Yamanaka discovered something that shook the foundation of biology. He found 4 specific genes, now known as the Yamanaka Factors. By expressing these 4 genes, he could take an old, dying adult cell and forcefully rewrite its epigenetic code. He didn't just stop the aging process, he threw it into reverse. He stripped the cell of its age and its identity, returning it to a pristine, embryonic state, a blank slate, a factory reset. Today, labs at Harvard and MIT are using these factors to cure blindness in mice, regrowing severed optic nerves by turning back the clock on the tissue. We have proven that age is mathematically reversible. We have the cheat codes. The only challenge left is calibration. Apply the Yamanaka factors for too long, and the cells forget their identity completely, turning into massive, chaotic tumors. It is a delicate dance between eternal youth and instant biological collapse. Science is only theory until it is funded, and the pursuit of eternal life has become the ultimate investment for the architects of the digital age. But before the precise genetic therapies are perfected, they are using more primal methods. Enter parabiosis, the transfusion of blood plasma from the young to the old. It sounds like gothic horror, but the data is chillingly real. When older organisms are pumped with young plasma, their cognitive function sharpens, their muscles regenerate, and their organs repair themselves. Young blood contains a cocktail of proteins that act as a system-wide firmware update. Startups in the shadows are already offering these transfusions for tens of thousands of dollars a liter. This is the dark side of the Immortality protocol. When we finally synthesize the cure for death, who gets the injection? Technology does not distribute equally. It distributes by capital. We are looking at a future where longevity is the ultimate luxury good. Imagine a world where the elite class doesn't just have more money, but inherently more time. A CEO who can compound wealth and consolidate power for 300 years. We will fracture into two separate species. The baseline humans, who live, suffer, and die under the tyranny of the Hayflick Limit, and the Homo Deus, the god humans, constantly flushed with senolytics, their epigenome scrubbed clean, their telomeres artificially lengthened. Immortality won't be a human right. It will be a subscription model. We are close. The algorithms of biology are finally yielding to the brute force of computation. Within our lifetimes, aging will be classified as a preventable syndrome. But we must ask ourselves a terrifying question. Evolution is entirely dependent on death. The old must clear out to make way for the mutations of the young. It is the engine of progress. It is what brought us from single-celled organisms in the primordial soup to engineers building quantum computers. If we cure death, we stop the clock of evolution. We freeze humanity in its current state, forever. No new ideas, no generational shifts, just an endless, sterile plateau of existence. We are picking the lock on the gates of eternity, but once we step through, we can never go back. The Immortality protocol is initializing.